Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and in this episode of The Hypnotist, you'll be listening to a short hypnosis session created for a client that was struggling to try new foods, and they really wanted to broaden out the variety of foods that they were eating. They felt comfortable with certain foods, and a lot of things like toast and certain snack bars. But they did find eating hot chips, in England we would call them chips, America you might call them fries, but effectively hot chips was certain things that they were fine with. So you're going to hear an element of harnessing that state where they were kind of on autopilot. They kind of felt it was easy to do because they'd done it before. And then that's transferred into this idea of what if they just kind of noticed that they were trying something else accidentally and quite liked it. And it's kind of like this covert way to trick the mind into feeling like, yeah, it's only a big deal if it's made into a big deal. So this element of it's kind of like an easy thing to do and to catch the mind off guard, I think is quite a good way. So if you have been called a fussy eater, if you struggle with certain foods, then you might get some value from this session. It's not very long, but it might just kind of help you recall a moment where you're totally fine eating foods, and then that can map across to different food types. So find a quiet, comfortable place where you won't be disturbed, relax, and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe in that slow, calm, relaxing breath, and as you exhale, just allow any feelings of tension, stress, or worries to feel like they're leaving your body in your outward breath. Just by breathing in and breathing out slower and deeper, feel a sense of letting go. Letting go of old ways of thinking and old habits that no longer serve you. The deeper you breathe, the more relaxed you become, as you position your body in a way to enable you to feel even deeper relaxed. Feel your arms getting heavier and heavier, your breathing becoming more relaxed, almost like you're sinking into a place of pure calmness. The deeper you breathe, the more relaxed you become. And the more relaxed you become, the more your imagination awakens. And I want you to use the power of your imagination to remember a time when you were going out to get food. And maybe that was a time when you went to a local chip shop, or a cafe not too far away. And I want you to observe yourself like you're seeing someone that looks like you. Almost see yourself on autopilot. Like you're an invisible observer. See yourself as you wander in, make the order, wait for a bit, and notice how relaxed, how calm. Notice how you breathe, your posture. And then imagine waiting for the order, collecting it, and maybe eating a chip or two even before you leave. As you observe, you can't help but come to the conclusion that this is a version of you that has no problems eating. When you feel comfortable, when you just accept it's a natural, easy thing to do. And I want you to imagine rewinding it. See yourself arriving, and this time, when the order arrives, there may be something slightly different. Perhaps, instead of normal potatoes, it might be sweet potatoes, or a different root vegetable like parsnips or something else. But I want you to see that when you eat it the same way, it's just as effortless. Imagine seeing yourself putting your hand, perhaps in a bag, taking a bite, chewing and swallowing. So easy. Rewind one more time, and this time step into that version of you. Feel like you're opening the door, going into that place, placing the order, and then when it arrives, grabbing a handful, taking a bite, and noticing that the taste is slightly different, but still enjoyable. And notice how easy it is to eat when you're not thinking. It's just something you do. I want you to think of another occasion, perhaps at home, and observe as you perhaps eat a piece of fruit, maybe a raw carrot. But then also observe as you see yourself eating that same thing in a different way. Maybe this time the carrots are boiled. Or perhaps you see those chips served on a plate, but accompanied with something else. And I want you to get a sense that you observe as you eat the way you would normally eat, but this time just add one additional food, similar to what you normally eat, but slightly different. Or maybe the same food cooked in a different way. But observe as you see yourself effortlessly managing to eat in that way. Easy, simple, straightforward. And once you know for sure that you're observing yourself eating that food you don't normally eat, rewind, step into that version of you, and then feel completely relaxed in the same way that if you were eating a plate of chips, only this time it's something slightly different. And maybe it's sweet potato chips, or maybe potatoes that are mashed or served in a different way. Or maybe the carrots are boiled, or maybe it's a different vegetable. but feel how good it feels to enjoy the taste, the texture, the chewing, the swallowing, and it all feels natural, relaxing, like you've been doing it for years. And notice when you think of it this way, it creates a self-fulfilling prophecy. From this point forward, you won't treat it like it's something new. You will treat it like it's only a slight variation from something you've already been doing. So allow your mind to think of something just outside the comfort zone, similar to what you've eaten before, but slightly different. And allow yourself to observe or imagine eating, and it's completely fine, relaxing, no different from eating a handful of chips. And just experience that now. Allow your mind to look for easy wins. Slight variations that are just ever so slightly different from how you've already been eating, with an assumption that it will be completely fine, and noticing whenever it is. When you sleep, your mind will imagine eating foods you haven't tried in years, enjoying those foods, feeling a desire to effortlessly, naturally add a tiny alteration to a meal or snack or way of eating, giving you the opportunity to surprise yourself. A shot to nothing. If you try something and it works, then it gives you more evidence that more change is possible. And if you feel any resistance, no need to force yourself. Just leave it for that time and revisit another time. It only takes one time of choosing, chewing, and eating something to know you can do it from that point onwards. That it becomes one of your regular foods that you enjoy. So allow your mind to hold on to a belief that this isn't about not being able to. It's just teaching your body and your brain to do it in a way that feels comfortable, safe, and relaxing. It's time to return to the present, having a sense that this is just a way of learning something slightly different from those things you already know. So take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes as I now count from 1 to 10 to awaken you, feeling alert, focused, and in the moment. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.
Thank you for listening to The Hypnotist with Adam Cox, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. To automatically receive the latest episodes, please subscribe. If you'd like to support the show, please share this episode with just one friend you think it could help. And if this episode helped you, please leave us a 5-star review.